Always look for the breeze of love, calm and gentle from above. No, no, no. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Now I know someday.
Hey everybody. Today, I just want to talk to you about self-publishing your own music. And I want to kind of give you the steps so you don't make some of the mistakes that I did. First off, with today's technology, you do not need a publishing company to actually publish your music. You can do it yourself, and it's not expensive at all. Of course, first thing, starting from the beginning, you want to have your music completed. Means you got your tracks laid, you got your vocals down. Also, your music is mixed and mastered. That is very important. You do not want to skip this step, especially if you're a new artist and you're really getting into kind of like putting your music together. Mixing and mastering your music is important. It gives your music a nice, clear, crisp radio sound. And that's what you want. Because don't forget, you're going to have to market your music at some point. Because you're a self-publisher, which means you want to keep the rights to your music. You want ownership of your publishing. That's why you're a self-publisher. You're cutting out that middleman. Your music is your music. You know, I never understood the whole thing about when Prince was, or the artist formerly known as Prince, was going through all this stuff with Warner Brothers and the music companies and ownerships and control. But now that I've really gotten into writing my own songs, producing my own music, I really see what he means. You want creative control. So with that being said, you know, self-publishing is a good way to go if you want creative control. And you don't need a bunch of expensive things and tools to do it. So here we go. Now, you love music. You write music. You want to make your music your way for the people in your audience and your fans. So let's tell you how to get that music to them. First, mix and mastering. Like I said before, you gotta have it. Because some parts of your song may need to be auto-tuned a little bit to get the pitches right, the sounds right. Mix and mastering. Now, mixing and mastering can cost you anywhere from $70 to $100. That's not that bad considering the sound quality you're gonna get. That's why it's worth paying for the mix and mastering. Now, there are some stories I've heard about people going to engineer to get their song mixed and mastered and say, look, I don't want to pay you, I can't pay you for the mix and mastering, but how about if I add your name as a title credit, like Mr. and Mastered by, and they're going to say no, because Mr. Mix and Mastered by won't put food on my table, won't buy me groceries, won't give my daughter or son the toy or food they want, and I'm pretty sure my wife would rather have any money to pay our bills. So with that being said, you find a good sound engineer, you definitely want to make sure you pay them. Okay? Mixing and mastering is important. Next, now you got your song mixed and mastered. You got your tracks laid out, your song is laid out. You're happy with your song, you're happy with your final product. Now you're going to need what's called an ISRC code, International Standard Recording Code. Okay? This is like your social security number to the song. It actually gets embedded into the song. Now you know what that means. It's embedded. It's like something on a website. You know, when you embed something into a website, you don't see it, but it's there. That's the same thing with an ISRC code. It's this number code placed inside the music. Okay? Once this is done, it tells, it's like your social security, I'm rambling a little bit. It tells this is like your social security number. It tells the company who's to get paid, who's the owner. So it's very important that your ISRC code, International Standard Recording Code, is registered to you. Be careful, because there are some sound engineers who will say, listen, I'm doing your mix and mastering, you know, would you like me to give you an ISRC code or personal ISRC code for you. Well, that's nice. If you don't have the money and you're cool with it, that's fine. But the other thing is, you need to make sure you agree that if you do let them allow them to purchase an ISRC code, that it is registered to you, okay? You want it registered to you unless you want to share your rights. Anytime you start messing or giving away things like your ISRC code, who owns a UPC code, who owns the ISRC code, it's a big deal. It is. And it's the same thing with books. You hear a lot of people, they talk about writing books. You get in the books, you got to get an ISBN for books. Well, that's like the Social Security number for books. So if a music company sees your book and says, wow, I would love to make a movie out of this. Well, the ISBN tells them who to call if they want to come to an agreement about making this movie making this book into a movie. Same thing with your song. If Disney or some movie or some TV show, some music production or sound guy from a TV show hears your song and say, you know what? I think this would be a great fit for the movie that we're making or for this TV show. It'll fit a scene. Well, if you let someone else have control of your ISRC code, guess who they're calling? Yeah. So you want to make sure that that is registered to you. Now, there's a couple places you can get your ISRC code. One is isrc.net, and the other one is usisrc.org. The price is going to be different, and the options are going to be different. On isrc.net, you can get a package deal of your UPC code, your ISRC code. Okay? So you want to make sure that you're getting the most for your money. So with isrc.net, your UPC and your ISRC code. Your usirc.org, you're only going to get your ISRC code. Okay? I'm trying to clear this up. Now, isrc.net, okay? Remember, isrc.net, you can pay for your ISRC code by itself, or you need to pack it with the ISRC code and the UPC code, but isrc.net will embed your ISRC code into your song for free. That is important, okay? So remember that, okay? But it's your option which one you use. Now, once you have your ISRC code, you got it embedded into your song, and normally it's best that you get your ISRC code embedded into your song once you have your song mixed and mastered. Now you can purchase your ISRC code, okay? You can purchase it and then have it embedded later. And they'll still do it for no charge. That's isrc.net. But you don't want, you need to get your song mixed and mastered before you embed your ISRC code. Because if you have it mixed and mastered and there's some changes to the song, guess what? You got to purchase another one. Okay? So make sure your song is mixed and mastered. It's at the final stage before you add your ISRC code and your ISRC code to your song. Now you got your song ready. Okay? Your song is ready. It's mixed and mastered. You got your ISRC and your UPC code. And also, you got the ISRC code embedded into your song. So the next thing you want to do is get your song distributed. Now, some people like the publishing company because they do all of this for you, but it comes with a hefty fee and some royalties, and you got to pay them. Remember, nothing is free. When I distribute my music, most music now, people are not buying CDs like they used to. They're definitely not buying tapes. And they're just not. They're just not. It's all going away. All music right now is pretty much going to a digital platform. Because between Apple and Spotify and Pandora, everything now you can just get online. So that brings us to distribution of your music. Now, if you want your music on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, you cannot go to those companies directly. They will not accept it. You have to use companies like Bandcamp, Catapult, TuneCore. What's another one? Got a few of them here. Yeah. And CD Baby. CD Baby and TuneCore are the two biggest companies. But you would need to actually read the reviews, look at each company, because the royalty payout is different for each company. Okay? So you need to read that and make sure. The fees are different for each company. Like I said, it's not free, but it's not expensive. I think for TuneCore, it's like $9.99 a year for a single. For an album, it's a little bit more, of course. So you definitely want to make sure that you are getting the most bang for your buck and you're getting the best distribution that fits you. I use TuneCore. That puts me on over 150 digital platforms. It also puts me on Amazon. Amazon will do your CDs, and it's CDs on demand. So that means if someone buys a CD, well, they don't print a CD unless someone buys it. So that's the thing. So you got to read up and find out which one works best for you. That's Catapult, CD Baby, TuneCore, Ditto Music. Okay? So those are just a few companies. Of course, there's more. But once you upload it to those companies, and the whole process only takes about 5 to 7 minutes. That's it. Now, there's some extras that you can buy within each of those companies. They're going to offer you stuff like, for $15, they'll send your song to 25 people who will listen to it and give it a reviews, or it'll be reviews for your songs. So you have different options you can do that, but of course it's going to add to your end charge. But, you know, there's different options. But those are the companies you can use if you want to get your music actually published to places like iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, all that type of stuff. The next thing to consider is if you want to do a big pre-release date, you need to consider the fact that it takes time, because these companies have to preview your music. So basically they're making sure, like, first, the music quality is good. Second, they're making sure that you're not saying that you're Michael Winslow trying to submit a Luther Vandross song as yours. Okay? So remember, through this whole process, you have to have 100% ownership of your song. Okay? You need to have full owner's rights before you can do any of this. Okay? And if you have a partner with you that you like collaborations, you can still do it, but you gotta need to make sure that you're both collaborating together in this project. Like I said, and the whole process for uploading your song to these sites, 5 to 7 minutes is really all it is. Just make sure you got your UPC code, your ISRC code, because it's gonna ask you for that. iTunes requires it. You have to have that with iTunes. The ISRC code and the UPC code. You gotta have it. So once you got that, you upload it to the site, and you got to give it time for the original site, like TuneCore, CD Baby, to review the song. TuneCore says most of them say like 1 to 5 days to review your song. After that, they submit it to iTunes, Spotify, and all those guys. Then they have to review your song. Okay? Also, most of them are going to require like some type of album cover. And they want like a 1500 by 1500 pixel. So make sure you get that right, or they will reject it. But if you don't have your own album cover, they do have like some templates you can go through and use that's already at that pixel level. You just got to pick a design. So you can't change the design. The only thing is, it'll just add your name and the song name. It'll be the song name and the artist name it'll add to it. Once that's done, you upload that. And then after that, you have to wait at least a couple weeks. So that's why I say, if you want to do like a pre-release date, you got to plan in advance, because it can take 1 to 3 weeks for everything to be fully live across everything. Once it's live, I know with TuneCore, you get like a little link from iTunes that you can actually share on Facebook, all your social media sites, and it'll be like a little picture of your album cover you selected, as well as a snippet of the song so they can hear it, which is really cool. So, sorry. My throat has been bothering me. once that's done, you can share that. But that's basically the process. And like I said, the total cost, let me see, I know people are wondering, like, well, how much does all of this cost? The total cost, I would say, I'm gonna give you my cost. When I do my UPC, my ISRC code, the embedding is free into the song. That's like about $106, $110. My mastering is about $70. So right now we'll say $180. Uploading it to the music platform so it can be distributed to iTunes and all that normally costs me about $30. About $30. Because I also have it set so where if my song is played on YouTube, you know, there's royalties I get from that. So, you know, that's something you have to consider also, where you want to collect your royalties from. But that's the thing. So what you really want to do is, like I said, it's the easy steps. You just want to make sure that you got everything planned out. Like I said, total cost for me, like I said, that's it, 106, 70, so 110, UPC, ISRC, 180. So you're looking at about 210, 220 to publish your music and have it out there on a major platform. The next thing that you're gonna have to do is market. Market on social media, whatever websites. It's up to you to promote your song. Right now, the internet is such a huge thing. You can make your own video and play your song on YouTube. You can take the link that they send you from iTunes, which is a great link, has a picture of the album cover, the name, the song, and it plays a little snippet. You can distribute that on Facebook, Twitter, and you can just ask your friends to share it. Hey, pass this on, and that's pretty much it, really. The next thing after you do the song and you distribute it is really just marketing. I suggested to some people, a lot of people want to start doing interviews. What I would suggest to you is to go on Fiverr, and they have some, like, you know, people who do podcasts and stuff like that. Some people, for $15, they would do like a 15-minute interview with you. Go on there, you know, kind of get used to it. It'll kind of get you on a smaller scale, but you're still promoting your music. So that's the great thing about it. So use stuff like podcast, like Fiverr for the podcast and those type of things to promote yourself and promote your music. Remember, you want promotion. You want to market your song. So find those ways to do it. Okay? The other thing you want to do is sell. This is your baby. This is your personal. Make it happen. Also, what you want to do is believe in yourself. And don't think you got a bad song because it's not selling. It just means you got a market. Hey, I'm Reggie Maddox from rmvigene. Don't forget to check out my website, www.rmvigene.com. That's www.rmvigene.com. Also, check out our blog, New Life, New Mind. Great articles, very positive. And if you got any questions, if you like this video, please subscribe below to our channel. And I look forward to talking to you.
Listen to the birds awakening the day. I love the rising of the sun and glow of its rays. Yeah, with a smile on my face, I'm floating on a cloud to win this race. You see, as a friend I'm here for you. You see, as a friend I'm here for you.